What's going on, guys? As you can see, I'm still in my gym clothes. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys. You cannot, especially for targeted individuals. You know you're being targeted. You know that you live a hard life. You need to work out. Whether you're a female, whether you're male, it does not matter. If you're a targeted individual, you need to be hitting the gym at least minimum 4 times a week. Minimum. You need to work out. Find the time. You need to stay healthy. You need to understand that you are a powerful being, so the blood needs to flow. And even if you want to decalcify your third eye, that blood needs to be constantly flowing. You need to work out. Find a routine. I don't care. But you can't just sit there. As a powerful being as yourself, you can't just sit there and just be depressed, crying. You need to be moving around. You need to understand that you're a warrior. You're a light being. You need to work out. Can't stress it enough. This video is not about that. I just wanted to let you guys know it's very important if you're a targeted individual that you must maintain physical shape. You must maintain physical form. You must be healthy. Okay? So there's no going around it. If you're a targeted individual, you must work out. Or stay healthy, eat healthy. Even if you eat healthy, it doesn't matter. You still need to work out. Whether it's swimming, running, lifting, it doesn't matter. You got to work out. Anyways, so this video, I spoke about in my last video. I said that this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of fasting. Okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys believe that I don't believe in the Bible, which is completely false. I think the Bible is one of the most authentic books ever written, if you know how to decipher it. It's a book that wasn't meant to be read in a literal sense or taken in a literal sense. It's a book that was written in allegory, metaphor, and people don't know how to decipher it. Some people took it in the literal sense, and that's where they lose me. That's when they lose me. So, no. This book has, like the story of Christ is about Christ-like consciousness. It's about your consciousness. The story of Adam and Eve is about atoms, A-T-O-M, and evolution, Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? You split an atom in half. You split. It's a long story. We'll get to that in another video. Like Adam got, the rib. She came from the rib because they split him in half. No, you split an atom in half, and that's what happened. Never mind. We'll talk about that in another video, and that's a very important video that we're going to get to. But this video, let's talk about the importance of fasting. Now, in the Bible, one of the fasts that I'm going to talk about is the fast that I keep telling you guys about on my TikTok, which is a 3-day fast. Now, the importance of this 3-day fast is that it reboots your whole system. It's what they talk about when you're born again. Now, you see, Christ died, and on the 3rd day he rose. Jonah slept inside the big fish for 3 days. It's all allegory for fasting. Because fasting, once you fast, you cleanse and you're reborn. You're brand new again. Now, check my notes out, because I got some, like they talk about 3 days in the Bible at least 27 times, if I'm not mistaken. Listen to this. Exodus, chapter 5, verse 3. Then they said, the God of the Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go a 3-day journey into the wilderness that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God. Otherwise, he will fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. When you're doing this 3-day fast, it's like you're doing an offering to the universe as well. It's not only that you're rebooting. So once you come back, you're completely reborn. You're brand new. That's why people experience miracles after this 3-day fast. Check this out. Exodus chapter 15, verse 22. Then Moses led Israel from the Red Sea, and they went unto the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. That's why I say the best fast is the dry fast. That's the one I've done before. And it's a very hard fast, but trust me, you will see miracles after you come back from that. That's no water and no food. When they say we're going into the wilderness, that's because when you do this fast, that's how it's going to feel. That's why I recommend a lot of you practice. If you're overweight, don't just try this fast. You might, start with an intermittent fast for 2 weeks. Start on a vegetarian diet for 2 weeks where, you don't feel like your body needs that much food. And prepare your body for this fast. It's very important. We're going to keep going. Leviticus chapter 7, verse 18. So if any of the flesh of the sacrifice of his peace offerings should ever be eaten on the 3rd day, he who offers it will not be accepted, and it shall not be reckoned to his benefit. It shall be an offensive thing, and the person who eats of it will bear his own iniquity. They're talking about a fast. People took this as a literal sense. It's not. I'm going to decipher so many stories of the Bible in this on this page shown that you're gonna see. This is talking about fasting. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 7. So if it is eaten at all on the third day, it is an offense. It will not be accepted. You gotta go through this whole fast. I understand it's tough. By the second day, you might just start eating. I get it. It's tough, but if you complete it, and I promise you that after you complete it, then you go into a plant-based diet, and you'll see that miracles just land on you. If it doesn't, then I'm lying and never follow me again. Let's keep going. Joshua chapter 2, verse 16. She said to them, go to the hill country so that the pursuers, the demons, but let's say pursuers, so that the pursuers will not happen upon you, and hide yourselves there for 3 days until the pursuers return. Then afterwards, you may go on your way. It's fasting they're talking about. Call me crazy, call me cuckoo, but I know what I'm saying. I got my verse, my notes here. King, chapter 12, verse 5. Then he said to them, depart for 3 days, then return to me. So the people departed. Ezra, chapter 8, verse 32. Thus we came to the Jerusalem and remained there for 3 days. Fasting, people. Jonah was inside fish for 3 days. Imagine that. I'm telling you, listen, this thing, right, that you're gonna do. A lot of people tell me, oh, but you know, I'm struggling financially. You know, things are not going my way. I'm depressed. It's because you have dead flesh inside of you. How are you gonna have a God body while you're still eating a dead body? When you fast, you cleanse everything out. You start brand new. You're on God mode. Now, after you come back from the fast, you're on semen retention. You're conserving your sexual energy. You're on a plant-based diet. You're working out. You're sun gazing. You're opening up your third eye. You're grounding. Do you know the miracles that will land on you? You won't have to do much. As a targeted individual, things will come your way. You're not even going to feel stress. A lot of the stress you feel is from the animals you're eating. They're dying with hormones of fearful hormones. Like when a cow and a chicken, they're held in captivity, all scared. When you're pork, pigs, they're scared, and then they get killed. Then you eat that and ingest all those hormones. How do you think you're gonna feel? Of course you're anxious. Those animals were anxious. Of course you're depressed. Those animals were depressed, and you're eating it. You understand what I'm saying? And then a lot of you guys also are hitting me up like, hey, man, you know, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. I don't know what's happening. What can I do? What do you mean? You're still drinking. You're still smoking. You're still eating this stuff. How are you going to feel? And then the universe is not going to give you anything. It's going to keep you in isolation because you're a powerful being that can't be let go or unleashed to the world until you become your highest self, which is the light being that you are. Once you do what you need to do, like what I'm telling you, then the universe will say, okay, now you're ready. Now I believe you. Now I'm ready to unleash you to the world because you're going to spread your energy and your joy, and you're going to be a good asset to me. You're going to be a good weapon for me. But I can't do that while you're smoking, while you're depressed. I can't. I must keep you in isolation. I'm actually protecting you right now. You understand what I'm saying? And until you just listen and do this, what I'm telling you, and then you see these miracles come in your life and everything, then you're going to be like, oh my goodness, he was right all along. But see, I'm going to get judged and called, I'm going to be called a liar. I'm going to be called, oh, he's just BSing. Oh, he's just trying to motivate us. I'm going to be told everything until you try it. Then when you try it, you light beings are going to be like, wow, he was right. He was right. My life is beautiful now. The universe gives me everything. You have a pure heart. Your heart's so pure that people want to be you. People want to be around you. But if you're doing the bad things, like still smoking, still drinking, all those people, since your energy is so powerful, are going to do exactly that. They're going to do what you're doing. You think the universe is going to unleash you if you're still doing that? That's how much influence you have on the world. So it can't. It must leave you isolated. And it keeps putting situations more and more difficult for you. More and more difficult. Oh my goodness, I'm going through worse. My car just got towed. Oh, I just lost my job. I just got into an argument. I just got beat up. The cops just kicked on my door. It's going to make it more and more uncomfortable until you realize I'm doing this. I'm putting you through these situations till you change. Once you change, you're going to see that the same way I bring all those bad negativities your way, I'm going to bring positivity your way. But you need to change. And the universe is making you uncomfortable purposely so you could get out of it. And instead, you know what you're doing? Giving your powers away. Crying, I'm depressed. Let me smoke this cigarette. Let me drink so I can numb the pain and go to sleep. Then when you wake up, you're going to feel worse because there's going to be more problems waiting for you. Go to the wilderness. Go into the wilderness for 3 days. You know what wilderness I'm talking about. Do it. Cleanse. Be reborn again. Open up that third eye. Be reborn again. Cleanse and come out into the world like the light being that you are. I love you. Until next time. And I told you, ask me all the questions you want. I got you. I haven't been lying. To all my patrons, you've been asking questions, and I'm constantly answering your questions. And I'm going to keep dropping videos. So be ready. Keep waiting. Keep watching. I got you. I love you, man. We're going to do this together.